AITA for spanking it to nudes of my BFF. In short, she feels like I violated her privacy and I feel like I did nothing wrong. About a year and a half ago, we were just chilling at her place. I forgot I had a homework assignment due at midnight, so she let me use her computer to do it. Well, her homepage was Reddit, and I noticed she had over 900 messages. I knew she Reddits, but the first thing that came to my mind was, man, she has to be a karma whore to the extreme. What the F does she comment on? So I went to her profile when I discovered, oops, that was her NSFW account. I exited it out almost immediately, finished my homework, and then just left it at that. A week later, I was feeling horny, and I remembered about her account. It took a bit of digging, but I managed to find it again, and I spanked it to her. Ever since, I pretty much regularly jack off to her. It's not that I want to have sex with her, but she is hot, and the taboo nature of looking at someone I knew kept it alluring. Anyways, I majorly effed up when hanging out with her today. Her boyfriend's birthday was coming up, and she asked what she should give him. Like an idiot, I answered, you should give him a striptease with those fishnets you have. I don't know why the F I said that. I had fishnets in my head because I spanked it that morning, and I forgot to realize that it was actually her who posted a picture of herself in fishnets a couple of days ago. She asked, how do you know that I have fishnets? And I tried to just say I was joking, but I eventually admitted that I knew her NSFW account. She asked for how long, and I was honest, for the better part of a year. She was furious. She said these pictures are private pictures and that they were not meant for my eyes. In all honesty, I think she's being kind of ridiculous. How are you posting pictures of yourself online, then you're mad that people spank it to the pictures you post online? I apologize for hurting her, but maintained that she posted those pictures, and I just happened to find them. I didn't mention I found them on her computer, but to my defense, she does have some identifying markings and a couple of pictures where she shows most of her face. If she was trying for anonymity, she did a shit job. She said if I found her account, I should have just pretended I didn't, and that she feels gross and violated, and she wanted me to leave. I feel like I'm going insane. I mean, if they were on her phone or something, I'd completely understand, but she invited herself to be spanked to by the pictures she posted. Was I really unreasonable in spanking it to publicly posted pictures? AITA.
He's been spanking it to her, and if he didn't know they were her, that would be like the most hilarious millennial sad meet cute for like a rom-com. Right. Like, oh my God, it's been my best friend this whole time.
Right, like she's at his house and he's like, I always jack off to this girl. And she's like, oh my God, that's my tattoo of a starfish.
Yeah.
That would
and then they fall in love. This is different.
This is a lot different. Guys jack off to shit, and we do creepy things like this. So I kind of see his side in terms of, look, if I had a best friend who was a girl, first of all, let's be real. That's probably going to be, I want to fuck her, at least on some level. That's there.
Interesting. 3 of my bridesmaids are men. I have so many deep friendships with men that are not sexual.
Well, yeah, they're not sexual to you.
They're not to them, although I think like one of them was my boyfriend for 5 years, and now we are best friends.
Right.
Yeah. One of them, we went to high school together, and we got out our kiss in high school.
Right.
So then, we've had 15 years of not having to do that. We're like, oh, you taste like milk. Goodbye. It's like very innocent 15-year-old stuff.
No, you know what? You're making me back off because look, have I fantasized about women I know? Yes, but not my friends. You're right. Like people that I would regularly interact with, I would never do that. That would feel wrong and weird. Like I also happen to be in a relationship, so that's another aspect of it.
That's another thing.
But it would feel like cheating, and that's why I wouldn't do it. He's single. I think that's a big part of it too. This guy's younger. I think this guy's a little bit younger than us.
Sure.
He's not necessarily...
he goes to Reddit to check off. So, I don't know many.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being 30 and checking off to Reddit. Lisa Danielle Porter writes, they're on the internet, so clearly she has a see me naked world fetish, and you have a creepy taboo voyeur fetish. So y'all are both assholes in the situation, and I'm not sure why you're not dating. So I completely disagree with her, and you're saying, well, why do these girls post on Reddit? Why do these women post on Reddit? I don't think it actually is sexual. I'm sure there are some exhibitionist women who maybe get off to it, but I think it's validation.
And I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's evil. I think it's an expression of human feelings. It's fine.
If he had just said nothing, right?
Yeah.
He would have been okay in this situation.
Yeah,
I would argue. I would argue that going onto someone's Reddit and peeking into their messages is not quite a full asshole crime. It's a little disrespectful, but with your best friend, come on, give me a break.
I can't imagine hanging out with somebody all the time and then as like friends in a non-sexual way and then masturbating to pictures of their body. Like it just feels, it brings in this third element that is making the friendship feel a little inauthentic to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think the whole friendship's inauthentic.
Yeah.
I think he wants to be with her.
He does. He clearly does.
Is that a friendship? It's interesting because you said all your friendships are very unsexualized. There's kind of like even no plausibility of that. Maybe that's the whole thing that makes this work. So maybe they never even had a friendship. And that's not to justify it, but it's just to paint a different picture of what the reality really was.
Well, there's a lot of quote unquote friendships between straight males and females that is one person pining and the other person sort of enjoying the pining. I've been in that position where I'm like, I don't want to date this person, but they keep making me dinner and we're going to be, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, I was like in college and stuff. I'm not an evil, fully grown adult, but it's not cool. But I think we all probably use each other a little bit in that way.
It's using.
It's not good.
Because it's unequal on both sides. One person wants something more from that person, and the other person basically is just sort of enjoying their shallow adoration.
It's great to be wanted. It's great to have somebody walk your dog for free or do whatever it is that whatever kind of favors they're going to do while they try to prove to you that they would be a great boyfriend, all the while you having no interest in them. It's a very common scenario. I do think, well, first of all, he shouldn't have told her, but I think that he shouldn't have done. I don't think he should have done it.
I've been in such a relationship. Let me say that. I've been quote unquote friends with a girl where all I wanted to do was be with her. And I know that if I knew she had nudes online, I'm going to find those nudes. There's an itch. There's a crazy male itch and it's not okay. But like, look, there's no harm. The harm here was the telling.
I do think that there could be harm in that if you are consistently doing this and consistently seeing the person, you're secretly sexualizing them without their knowledge. And I just feel like I don't know what the way that falls apart is after a long time, but there's something is going to come out. And look, something came out. And I just feel like it's inevitable. Like you can't just have such a big secret like that from your best friend for that long and expect that you can just carry on these two different versions of them. Like it's just not going to, at some point it's going to fall apart. And that's what happened. And I guess that is my worry about him doing this in the first place. And then the worry came to fruition exactly as you would expect it would.
This is not a healthy relationship. Sarah Carroll writes, "Oh God, you should just never talk to her again or any other people probably." I think that reflects what I'm talking about. It's like, look, guys are creepy. Being a man is learning to be like, hey, that's not an okay thing to say out loud. That's not an okay thing to act on. But the impulse is there. I think part of not being creepy is not saying things. And this guy said something that shouldn't have been said. Part of being an adult person is like knowing like when not to say things. And this was a no-no.
I get that like men are horny monsters, but like, sometimes we are too. And like all people are fucking crazy and you gotta censor yourself and you didn't do it and you masturbated to your friend for a year.
Adam Davis writes, "How old are you to be habitually spanking the monkey? Come on, Adam. Don't come for the one I love. There's nothing wrong with how much this guy spanks the monkey."
Wait, are you supposed to stop or something? Like, how old is Adam Davis?
He's 40 and then no more masturbating once you're 40. So then OP updated the post.
Huge update. So I tried calling her. She understandably didn't answer. So I decided to text a huge apology instead. I also decided to call her boyfriend and apologize to him personally. To my surprise, he did pick up. I told him that I was sorry about everything and I've crossed some serious boundaries and that I'll step away from the friendship if it would make him comfortable. Well, he was completely confused and asked me to clarify. I told him that I figured my friend told him what happened, but the gist was that I found her NSFW account and hid it from her and I violated her trust and I'm sorry. Well, he had absolutely no idea what NSFW account I was talking about. So I sent him a link and he was dumbfounded. He didn't know that account existed. I had no idea. I just assumed because they were dating, she'd of course tell him. He appreciated the fact that I told him and he views what she did as cheating and confided in me that he's going to break up with her. I feel horrible for causing all of this drama. I'm a shit friend and most definitely lost one of the best I've had, even if she was cheating.
In the notion that this is cheating is really convenient for him. It's just such a classic narcissist play. Like instead of taking responsibility for his actions, he's going to mess up her whole life so he can continue to delude himself into thinking he has any kind of high ground.
Now we run into the problem where she also may be an asshole.
I'm not ready to go that far. I think if my girlfriend told me tomorrow, hey, I've been posting pictures where I could technically be identified on Reddit, showing off the goods, I'd be upset, but I don't think it crosses into cheating, especially if they're not identifying, right? It has a very different intent than sending nudes to individuals. Most of the time it's going to be validation driven, but even if it's not, even if it is sexual and you're like getting off to guys like saying shit to you, I would be like, that's really specific. I feel like you didn't tell me about it and you withheld something from me, but I don't know. I don't think it's on the same level as cheating.
If you're in a monogamous relationship, I think that you talk about things that are sexual that involve in other people. And that includes the internet. And I don't think that it's wrong or bad to do it. And I don't think it's wrong or bad to do it when you're in a relationship or have a boyfriend. And I don't think it's cheating. But I do think it's something that you tell your partner.
I think the anonymity is a big component because I think it does get closer to cheating if it's not anonymous. Because if your partner was putting up pictures of their face, then it's like all these people have sexual information about your partner that you don't have. And that feels like kind of what cheating is.
Yeah, a lot of it. But I still think even without it, it's not cheating, not even close, but just icky not to tell your partner.
Doesn't justify what he did remotely.
No.
I think we agree. AITA for spanking it to nudes of my BFF.
You're the